Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today's tutorial we're going to be drafting and sewing a dress with this system, the Retolux system. So I'm going to be explaining to you the pattern already drafted. I've drafted my pattern, as you can see, and I show you the pattern we're going to make. This is the pattern we are making the dress. As you can see, this dress pattern has something like princess dart here, but that princess dart we're going to create it we're going to create the dress in two parts. As you can see here, I hope you can see very well, it has a journey here and princess dart. But in order to draft the pattern, you draft the pattern at once. Alright, so the fabric you'll be needing for this pattern is depend on you. According to this catalog, you can use stretchy fabric, but you can use whatever you want to use to make your dress. But however, you need to be very careful when you are using other kinds of fabric. Then you can add maybe extra inch allowance, because if you are using non-stretchy fabric, then the pattern will be very tight for you. So you should adjust your size when you are making or you are using another kind of fabric. So today we're just going to, I will explain to you the pattern and then we'll cut out the fabric. Okay, so the fabric requirement that you'll be needing on this particular dress, because it is a short sleeve, I'm doing this, it's short sleeve and it is a quite short length, but I will lengthen the skirt so that it will be a little bit under the knee. Okay, so the fabric you'll be needing, or the meter you'll be needing, it is a 1 meter 55 by 150. So if you have 1 meter 55, then by 150, then that would be sufficient enough for you to make this dress. So that is it. So let's go and cut our fabric. So as you can see the pattern, this is the middle, this is the waistline. So what happens is that with this dress, you are drafting with this system, you use your bust measurement for up top, then the downside of the pattern you use your hip measurement. But if this is your first time actually watching this video, you can go to my YouTube channel and check out how to use this system, because there is a waistcoat for men that I drafted previously using this Retolux catalog system. It is really quite simple. The top I use the bust measurement, while the bottom I use my hip measurement. If you didn't do that, the dress will be really too tight, it cannot pass through your hip. So that is the reason you do that. And so now this is the waist measurement, the waist area. So I'm going to cut it, because remember we're going to join it, and then here I will cut through here, because here is going to be the darts. So there you have the princess darts. Okay, so if you really want to know how this works, just continue watching, then I will just cut the fabric. And so another thing that I would point out is that I actually add sewing allowance for like 1.5 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, which is about maybe 1 inch. So with this system, the drafting actually come only with centimeter, it's not with inches. So when you hear me actually talking about centimeter, it all goes with centimeter. So that is it. This is the tape, the measuring tape that actually comes with it. This is how you draft it. Okay, so that's what I did, and I just did it for demonstration purposes. Some people do add their sewing allowance when they are cutting their fabric, But that is what I will also demonstrate to you how to do that later, because I drafted the other one without the sewing allowance. So you can do whatever you think is better for you. So let me just show you what I'll do next. So I grab my scissors, my paper scissors, then I just cut it the waistline. Right. So with this in mind, and I'm just going to make my place my fabric. Okay. So now here you already have your allowances. Make sure you put it straight. Okay. One more thing that I will do is to cut my darts out. It will make it more easier to have your darts. Okay. So I cut my fabric a little bit extra so that when I'm to add extra allowance, because I need the extra allowance here and I need allowance both sides so that it can enable me to join them together. Okay. All right. So you just put weight on it so that I should not shift. So make sure you have enough fabric here. Okay. Alright. So we have everything done. So here we're just going to add extra centimeter. Okay. That's perfect. So you should be very careful so that you don't waste your fabric actually. Okay. So done. Oh, one more thing, I need to cut this off as well. The purpose I'm doing this is to have my marking. So put my marking there. So if you want to know how to do all the marking as well, you can go ahead and watch my video. It's also a way you can make your marking. You can make a marking with a carbon paper or thread, you sew it, and so you just watch video, then you know what I mean. All right. So I'm going to just leave this here. I'm not cutting everything off. So I will do the same thing right here. And that's where I can see right there. Right. So I'm not going to cut it all the way down. I just cut it half here. Alright. So alright. I'll just cut it like this. So if you wish you can just cut it completely, but I'm not doing that because for me there is no need. So whether you cut it off or you leave it like this, at the end you will achieve the same process. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. You see, it's nice. You have the opening here, you have the opening there. Okay. More weight. Wait till you get more weight. Right. Okay. So you can see here has the already here has the extra allowances. Put extra allowance there, so that is about 5 centimeter extra, because this was the main length, so I put extra just for the folding allowance. Okay, so now you can just do like this, And just use your chalk to have your line. So already have, okay. Or not, what you can also do is to have your pin. Just take your pin, you can pin it. Actually pin it like this. So when you pin it, everything will stay still. Actually, I fold the fabric into two. For the fabric into two. And I'm going to, because this is the back side I'm cutting already. This is the back side. So this back side I'm just going to cut into, it is two, because here it's going to be zipper. So that goes. That goes. Alright, so you can see. Let's put this in the middle now. And put something here. Right. And put it down. Okay. Alright. So if you feel comfortable working only with the magnets, you can just put that up for. So this like this. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let me just see. Okay. So this is about, okay. I want to have something. Okay. So I just put like half an inch here, half an. Okay. That would be enough to put them together. Alright, so the next step we're going to do now is to cut it. So if you feel more comfortable, you can still just use your chalk. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to cut off my fabric. Got my scissors. Okay, this is my fabric scissors. I'm just going to cut it. Just cut it straight here because I already add my allowance. Okay. This one away. So I just cut this into two. Into two. There you go. Right. So cut the neck. Shoulder. Okay. So now you can see it's done. So what I just need to do is to do the marking just like this. So hope you can see what I'm doing. Right? And I just like this. Mark it like this. See? So you do that, and then you can always slip it open like this and like this. So you do. Alright. So they just decide. Remember, when you are working, you work with your fabric at the back side of your fabric, not the right side, but the wrong side, so that with the marking, although when you wash it, it's off, but it will not stain anyway. So that is that. So you can put your carbon paper under it and do your marking, so that at the other side you will also have the marking. So you do what you prefer to do. Right. So now I'll cut off my stuff. Okay. Okay, let me just see. Oh, here I don't have to do anything, so I just fix it. So now let me cut this off. Right. So I will just put some. Okay, this is done. This is done. Okay, that's it. So I can just put my marker here. Alright, that's okay. That is that. So I will use this fabric now, this part, to cut off the sleeve. Because if you look at the fabric I just cut, the part that I just cut, you can see the pattern. You see the pattern actually runs down. So the sleeve, I want the pattern for it to run down. So that is why I fold it like this. I don't want it to be like this, but it will not be. Yeah, even though this is like this, when you place your sleeve this way, then you can still get your pattern. So this pattern is really very nice to work with. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this pattern is called the Kente Hollands. This is what it is. So they actually made this in Holland. Okay. I want it to run down, so and I want to minimize my fabric. I might use this one something else. So just put a little bit down. And also this sleeve is also already have allowance included. So I didn't have to do that. But that is the beauty of it. If you draft your pattern and you add your allowance immediately, then you don't need to do it when you are busy. It will save you time though, but however, depends on what you want. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, done with pinning. You make sure that you put it straight. As you can see, this is the green line, so I put it straight. Okay, it is straight. Okay. So now I will cut out my sleeve. Alright, so I will mark here. If you look at it closely, here you had marking here, and that indicates the front sleeve. So when you are placing this sleeve, actually you should place this side, the front side. Okay, so that is that one. So now we're going to cut the other part. Alright, so I got my fabric. Okay, so let me cut fabric. Let me just let me cut some excess fabric off. but it's enough for me. It's easy to manage. Oh. I think the part I'm going to cut off now. Let me cut it off. That'll be easy for me to manage. So I cut it off. Then you have easy use for you to manage the fabric. Alright. So this is zip. I have too much fabric out, so let me fold it. Alright, I think it's better. Better when you're actually working with your fabric. Do not try to waste. Don't waste the fabric. So the way you cut it, your fabric will be very nice not to waste the fabric. Alright. So the same process we did is what we're going to do now. I'm going to at the back. You can see it has the darts, and also we're going to join together. Right, so we're going to do the same thing, just cut it in the middle. This is the waist. Okay, so make sure you cut it nicely. So that is that. Alright, so we're going to, so this is the back, this is the back. So I'm going to, this is the, actually this is the front. We are now cutting the front. So you can see now, let me show you how the front actually looks like. Okay, you can see this is the front. The front actually has the dart from the bust line down, this particular one. So we're going to do the same thing here, but we are not going to cut it all the way down. So when I'm stitching the fabric, I will show you what actually means. Alright, so let me just open up the dart. So you can open up the dart. You can leave it closed depending on how you sew your dart. But this is what is easy for me, so I just sew it. So that when I'm putting the marking on it, it will be easy for me to do. Okay, so I'll just put it here. So I'm not cutting this off as far. It's the same. We are just doing the same we did with the back pattern. Alright, so it's exactly like it. So this has an opening. So by the time you close it, then your armhole will be like this. So that is that. So as you can see the pattern. Let me show you again. Okay, like this. Okay, let me just keep it still. Alright, so as you can see the pattern, it has this that I just explained to you, and the armhole, you can see the precise that started at the armhole down. So that is why you have this opening here. So in order for you to have that precise that from here, so when you do that, then the armhole will close. So we just do it like this, and you can see the front is going to be on fold. So we do it on fold. So this is it. So you make sure your fabric is straight. And put some weight so you can see. Okay. So that's it. So now I'm going to add my sewing allowance of 1.5 centimeter. Okay. Okay. So if you wish, you can just write like this first. So this is the okay. Okay. This is not fine. So I will do the same thing now. So what I'm going to do just to add, let me pin it first, maybe that would be enough. You can also pin in so that it will not move. You just pin. Okay. Alright. Okay. So you can do only pinning, you can use only the magnet. So it depends on what is comfortable for you. So what possibility is possible. Okay. So this is it. So from here I'll just add my 1.5 centimeter for sewing allowance, or an inch or half an inch. Okay. So that is that. Okay. The armhole. We're not going to do that, we'll just here. Okay. So you can see there's more work. So when you are drafting your pattern, you add your allowance, and of course you will not do this. So you can just curve it, follow your line and curve it. Go ahead and do yours. Okay. Okay. You see, now we have it's done. So we can cut that off. So we'll do the same thing with the skirt now. Okay. So I'll push it a little bit up here. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Okay. Well, remember here I added 5 centimeters. So this 5.5. I'll just mark it at 5.5 centimeters here. This 5, I will use 5 centimeters. All right. Okay. Okay. So that is that. And so I will do the same thing, just at the side only. But here I will just measure it just now. So I will do also 1.5 centimeter, which is half an inch. Okay. Just do that. All right. Okay. All right. So you can see. Okay. You can see the line. You just drag it like that. And then you cut it. So now we're going to cut our pattern. Get my stuff. Okay. So now just cut it like this. So that's done. You can see. So this is the opening. Let me just here. So that will go with this. So this will go together. Just go like this. You can see. Alright. So that's done. Copy. just trim these pieces up. All right, so now we can cut our so you can see. There you go. So we have it. So you can mark it like this if you wish. If you wish. Okay. So that is that one. So we do the marking here. This one. Okay. I'll put my pin so that I don't have to lose it. So I'll show you like this. So what I'm going to do with this piece, I have no idea yet. So I will ask the client to know what she would like to do. But however, she wants to have hair wrap. So I have a lot of fabric that I actually use to make a hair wrap. I can use this to make something else. But I will show you guys what I decide to do with these straps. Okay. So let me just show you guys what I did now. Just alright. So this is it. This is the sleeve that I just the sleeve we did, and this is the back pattern we did. The back pattern we did, and this is the back side we did as well. One thing I forgot to say, I'm going to put a zipper. I'm going to put a very long zipper so that you can be able to pass through the hip, because I'm going to be fitted dress. Alright, so that is that one, and this is what we just did, the front. And as you can see, so this is the front. That's gonna look like. You can see. So it is the cutting of this pattern. It is done. So you go ahead and get your pattern that you actually wanted to use, and you go ahead and draft out the pattern. Even though you don't have this interlock system, you can use your own pattern. You can draft your pattern. You can go to the shop and buy your commercial pattern. You can do that. So anyway, how you want to learn how to sew, it is possible, provided you make something for yourself, for your friends, for your family, and that's what counts. So you go out there, as I always say, practice make perfect. So I hope you guys try something out, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, so for me it's goodbye. Bye.